Welcome back to Pottergone 2025, the event where we're raising money for the Trevor Project. Don't forget you can donate with the links below the stream, and we'll get straight on to our next runner. We've got the lovely Diam, who will be running a game which I personally have never heard before, so I'm very excited to see how it goes. Chicory, a colourful tale. So best of luck and take it away.
Thank you so much. Okay. Hello, guys. I'm new here. It's my first time on this channel, hopefully not the last one. And this is Chicory. Chicory, a colorful tale, the game, which is like a big coloring book. So if you've never heard about this, it is a highly recommended game, very cozy one with nice mental health background. But during this run, I won't actually show you much of the game because I'm playing the category with glitches. So I will basically destroy the game for you. So yeah, don't worry. The game itself, for the casual gameplay, doesn't look like the speedrun, okay? Yeah, you might get some spoilers, and also, spoiler alert, I'll try to talk a little bit about the game plot and everything to kind of describe what we're doing. But in fact, there's a lot more. So if you're interested, definitely check out the game itself. So as you can see, we will start a new game. And one more thing, guys, I need your help. So by help, I mean I need you to tell me, what did you eat today? Tell me what did you eat, because it's going to be very, very useful. I need chat to tell me pizza. Oh my god, okay. So the first message I saw was pizza. And as you can see, the game is asking you about your favorite food. So that's where I put pizza. And fun fact, spoiler, fun fact, mute me if you don't want to know it. The default name, if you pick I'm not sure or just progress, is pizza. So if you check the wiki, like the Wikipedia or something, for this game, the main character is called Pizza. So we're playing the default version. Okay, I will introduce you to the main story. Okay, so we're not skipping the cat. It's not a cutscene. Never mind. Let's go. The magic paintbrush. Its every stroke fills our world with colors. Naturally, someone has to wield it, right? Correct me, please. The brush has been passed down through the ages. But the current wielder, Chicory, oh my god, she's so cool, right? A total genius. Our world has never looked better thanks to her. And that's why it's up to me to keep her tower clean. Hope the music is okay. And this is us. This is Pizza in our janitor's room. With not a brush, but with a broom. And the time starts when I start sweeping and cleaning the floor. So, get prepared, guys. And time starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. Clean this up. Oh, not that much. What did we do? Where are all the colors? What happened? So, okay, there's a brush. Let's take it, I guess. Let's go outside. Let's pick some trash. That's how we start a speedrun. Let's go straight to cafeteria, because why not? And well, let's do that, and we're at the first boss. So the category I'm playing is all bats, which stands for all bosses and trials. Every chapter ends with a boss, and this is the third boss, if I'm correct. And guess what? We're fighting against Chicory herself. Why? Okay, now I should start describing the story, the plot behind the game. So, in fact, the brush that we found right at the beginning of the game belongs to Chicory, right? Colors disappeared. Chicory felt a bit overwhelmed with everything, and then she left the brush. We found it. We decided to bring back all the colors. Then we spoke with Chicory, and she said, because we found her, right? She said, no, just take it. I don't want it anymore. And with the story, with progressing through all quests, we just understood that it was too much pressure for her to be the brush master. Oh, just did it in one section. Okay, just need to focus a little bit. It looks easy, but it is pretty precise. So yeah, we're fighting against her, or actually against her anxiety that is talking through her. And you will see a bit more of it when we progress with the game. So yeah, there's a lot of mental health because she's full of like doubts, and she doesn't know if she's going to like, if she should keep the brush, right? If she's good enough. Okay, we're done with the first boss, basically. Okay, let's continue. Let's take the brush. And what we do now is we teleport back to Lantian. Every location is called by like a type of a meal or time of eating. What am I doing? Why am I not jumping? Let's jump a little bit. It's faster, right? Yeah. This way, up there, and left. Okay.
Diam,
Yeah.
is now a good time for a donation?
I think so.
So I think as you have just completed the first boss, it seems like a good time to read this $7 donation from Zola, in which they've asked, all bats, even that one? Now, I have no clue what that means, but might be, yeah. I imagine it is indeed all bats, even
It
that
is
one,
all
right?
bats. Oh.
Nice.
Wait. Where's even this one? Yeah, all bats. Thank you for a donation. So, I guess we have nice, experienced gamers watching this run. So, you probably know the game called Celeste, right? What do you think about the music in Chicory? If you hear it. If it sounds a bit similar, it is because Lena Rain created music for Chicory. Same person that created music for Celeste and Deltarune and some music for Minecraft. And that's my favorite boss, by the way. I'm just vibing. Let's put some cat jams on chat. Come on. Good job, guys. Bert's phase is done. So, bosses usually have phases, and we can take one hit, and second one actually resets the phase of the boss fight, not the full boss fight, which is great. Okay, let me focus. And this way, okay. So if you ever see our little pizza having a small little grin on their face, you can guess that we got one hit, and then when we get another one, the section just restarts. That's it. Okay. Almost done with the second boss, which is actually the second boss of the game. Looks like a creepy bunny. Guess who's the bunny? Chicory. Taking the brush again and going back to luncheon, because in this category it is allowed to do it. And the third time we go through the cafeteria, but now we're in a Splatoon mode and we can basically just swim in the paint, which is the fastest way of moving. We're speedrunning. We're going through the darkness. There's no time to light it up. Okay. Going inbounds and out of bounds. Like, easy. So I told you that every location is based on, like, food or time of eating or meals or anything, right? So this is diners, and every character's name is food. This is Pepper. The rhino guy was called Plum, right? So you can simply guess that all characters are called by food. We just clip there, nice and easy. Not like that, more like that. Go up there. If you don't know what's actually happening, that's the magic of speedrunning, okay? Sorry, there's no time for extra explanation. Just enjoy the magic of speedrunning, and if you have any questions, just leave me a DM later. Another fight, which is actually a trial, not a fight. We are fighting against Blackberry. Who's Blackberry? Who's that deer lady? She is the brush wielder. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. She was the brush wielder before Chicory. She's her master. By her style, you can tell that she is kind of a perfectionist. And because of being a perfectionist, she put a lot of pressure on Chicory. She was like, oh, she's not good enough for that role. She won't, you know, she won't keep our people safe, blah, blah, blah. And because of that, Chicory felt a lot of pressure. Later in game, I'll show you Chicory's art style, and you'll see how different it is, so that you can understand. Okay, she's just putting random attacks right now. Oh, awesome, awesome. Just flying through that run, you know? Nice. Whoop. Yay. So, some of you might wonder, how am I moving? How am I, like, painting? What am I using? So, I move pizza using keyboard. And I use the brush with my mouse.
While you finish off this task, could I get in a couple of donations if now's a good time?
Yes, but there's a one little tricky clip right after this boss fight. So, or yeah, actually, you can definitely read it so that I feel less tension while I do the clip. Yeah, sorry.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So I'll have a donation from TC Dave, who said, "Hi everyone, good luck for runners," and also from TC W, who's also said, "Hi everyone, good luck for the runners." So potentially the same person, but
Potentially the same
unsure.
person.
But yes, back to explaining the clip.
We just did it.
Nice.
Yeah, second time. Actually, first time. Nobody saw the first time, but yeah. There we go. So the clip, it was something that you can do. You can do quite easily if you know the setup. To me, I guess I'm not that lucky as other runners, and sometimes it just doesn't like me, so I have to perform a second attempt. What I do now when I quit and load the screen, I simply just jump through 2 screens down or any direction. So it's a lot faster, right? Than going through a screen and screen and screen. I just skip some screens. It's probably the hardest, sorry, the hardest boss in the whole game, because it is mirrored and this is us. You might wonder, why are we fighting against us? Probably because during the story, we understand how hard it is to take care of all the creatures and be responsible for colors. And then we also start doubting if we are good enough and if we can handle it. So this is why we fight our own demons. And you can simply recognize that our demons are us, but inverted, right? So we have inverted colors. Oh, that was very, very close. Gosh, okay. We're good, we're good. We're very good, we're doing great. Good. And that way. And this way, okay. And done. Awesome. Taking the brush with us, and now we're doing something different because we go to save and quit, but in the same time we click camera. We take a photo and we're back in our janitor's room. The magic of glitching. So I asked the current world record holder, Kaiser, how she came up with that technique, and she said, well, I was just wandering around the options and the screens and savings. I just did it and it worked. So that's how we do that. That's what we're doing to destroy games. It was always going to the left top corner. Never mind. That's new for me. Okay. So this boss, which is Chicory's trauma itself, it's some kind of auto-scroller. So I don't really do much right here. I just have to know where to be, how to avoid everything, right? So we are in Chicory's room, talking to her, trying to convince her to fight against all her thoughts.
Maybe I'll step in for a donation at this point.
Absolutely.
So we've got a $3 donation from Zacharias saying they weren't able to watch your run back in March since they were doing practice for their own run, so they're glad to be able to see it now here.
Yeah, so my first time ever performing or showcasing the game was during our Polish speedrunning marathon, and the gorgeous person that just sent us a donation, he was playing his game right after mine. Come on, what am I doing? So yeah, he was, as he said, he was preparing his game and he didn't have time. So I'm super happy that you found some time to be here with us this time. So it's a great opportunity to catch up with Chicory.
That's very cute.
We're done with another one. Hopefully it worked and we convinced Chicory that she should try to do something. And now, it's the only moment when I show you how Chicory works. So you just walk around and paint some stuff. You can interact with the Hi Lemon. This is my favorite NPC, by the way. Her name's Lemon. You can change the word a little bit, like this, for example. But now I'm done with the casual gameplay. We're back to breaking the game a little bit. Destroying. We're speedrunners. We love destroying games, right? And that way. So, with every chapter, my brush gets an upgrade. And this is why I can swim in paint. Now I can swim in water. Wrong screen transition. Now it's better. And we are... Okay. That was new. There we go. Just going through all the sections very, very quickly. Yeah, so as I said, every time we do something... What's wrong? Okay. Once more, exactly. Okay. Every time we do something, we finish the chapter, we have an upgrade for our brush. That's what I wanted to say. So, we are done with the trial on the island, and now we go to another boss. If I'm a good speedrunner, I should do it blind. Can I do it blind? Hopefully I can. Can I? Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it, chat. There we go. And to the right, I can see that we are doing it, actually. Great. So it's very hard to talk about the game and focus at the same time. You probably know something about it. Come on. Come on. Yes. Done. So why do I do both bosses in that, like, what's the word? I'm looking for a word. But maybe I'll just be quiet for a moment because that song is a banger.
I might rudely interrupt the banger
If you want to.
To just remind everyone who's joined why we're here. So we're here for Pottergone, the non-Harry Potter annual gaming show. Is that the word? And we're raising money for the Trevor Project. And you can find out about the Trevor Project with exclamation Trevor, which you can put in the, there we go, by Miney, put in the chat. And yeah, like they do really great work supporting the lives of LGBTQ young people in crisis every single day. So yeah, really do consider donating to the charity. And I will hand back over to Diam.
Thank you. This one, he hates me today. He's like coming for a hug. Well, I'm simply trying to avoid him. Oh great, we're done. So if anybody didn't trust me that music was made by Lena Raine, I believe that this soundtrack, this music, was just a piece of proof that made you realize that, yeah, it is kind of similar to Celeste, right? So I planted my flowers. I'm ready to move on. Great. Awesome. And now we are going right there again. Trying not to soft lock myself because yeah, I have some extra powers. I can easily soft lock myself in that game. And to the left. So what I wanted to say before was that the reason why I'm finishing all those chapters like that, with that route, is because I need some brush upgrades to first time to simply make progress in game. First time? Oh my god. I didn't want to jinx it. I didn't want to tell you what I'm going to do. But I just did the hardest part of the run first try. So, no, I don't have the ability to swim up on the waterfall. I just got it now. So what I did was basically just ruining the game. Yes, I'm a speedrunner. Hello. And now, when we're done with the mountain trial, we are ready to go and fight our final boss, by the way. So I didn't tell you what's going on right here. We have some creepy trees, right? And our beautiful country? Kingdom? How to call that? Right here there's a tower, so maybe it is a kingdom. So we were attacked by some creepy plants and we want to find a way how to get rid of them. But with progressing through the story, there's more and more of them, right? And the biggest one was on the top of the tower. So now we have to enter it and look for the reason of that corruption, because I believe it is called corruption. You might wonder why screens are not going that smoothly and quickly as before. It is because I am using the key for skip cutscene, which also skips the screen transition. It is not defaultly assigned to any key at the beginning. When you start, you have to do it manually. But now I can do it if I wanted to get to that point. And I really wanted to stand face to face with our anxiety. Okay, so we're out of the brush. There's no brush. And what should we do now? We're just a sad piece of pizza without the brush because it was taken by our anxiety. So we go here, back there. And by the magic of friendship and food and other stuff I can only imagine, we decided to grow our own brush that shows our own skills and our personality, so that not a single brush tells us what we should do and not a single master tells us what we should do. And this is basically what Chicory also needs to feel herself. Because, well, if there are any artists listening to that, I guess you might have some backstory or any, like, experience with people judging what you do. But this game tells you that you should definitely believe in yourself and, like, just, you know, let them go. They don't really matter. Just be happy with what you do. That's the story. What we do now, when we entered the tree again, right? We go down, we go through our room. This is our room. I'm sorry that it's so empty. I just moved in. This is Chicory's room. This is Blackberry's room, who is Chicory's master. And this is Cardamom, that I didn't show you who that is, but this is Blackberry's master, right? So we go to the past. We just get to the roots of the problem, if I can call it like that. And this is the time for the final boss. And we're going to fight against the brush itself. Because the brush is a problem. It's creating some rules, right? And this boss fight is the longest one. It is a mashup of other, like, boss fights and soundtracks that you've probably heard in the game. You might not remember them because I'm speed. I'm quick, right? But believe me, if you play the game and you actually feel the story, you enjoy the story. What am I doing? You probably find the music quite emotional, and every character has their own theme, which is even better. So, like, such a nice detail, nice touch. And to me, as I wrote in my submission, that game is a true feast for your ears and eyes. That's what I believe. Yay! That section is actually quite come on. Not me. Yeah, it is quite precise. Not super precise because I guess I'm a bit stressed. But we're doing this for fun. I'm not here to beat the word record, right? We're here for charity and for fun. And to show you the new game that you've never heard about. Which is a shame. Nice. So we already fought against ourselves, and now we fight against Chicory. And this is when the game changes, because as you can see, I'm not fighting her, I'm not trying to deal any damage. And it is because I wouldn't even, like, I cannot touch her. I don't want to try because I don't want to destroy the run. Now she grabs me, I skip it, and we have our Chicory with her super new, can I say the word badass on stream? Brush. And creators of the game really wanted to put the teamwork aspect in the game. So now I have to avoid all the bad Chicory attacks. I have to wait till our good Chicory helps us and catches her. Exactly like that, and now I can do some damage. So it is RNG, yes. It is annoying sometimes when I know that the scripted section is over and Chicory should attack Chicory. Which sounds really dumb. But she doesn't. She's just standing there and staring and vibing to the music. But I don't know. I just like the fact that creators thought about the cooperation aspect. And they literally said that we have to trust each other. So I have to trust her that she's doing her best. And not trying to kill my estimate. We're good. We're good. Cool. We're done with this one. Now we're going through the Blackberry section again. But you know why, right? She is a big part of Chicory's trauma. It makes a lot of sense that we're fighting Blackberry together now. Together as a team. There we go. It shouldn't be my fault. It might have been my fault. No, it's not. Okay, okay. It is still scripted. Oh! Sorry, thank you. I love this one. So, we were debating with friends if Chicory is a rhythm game. Just because of those sections. But I said that it's not. It feels like it is. But Chicory is more of a puzzle game. A very cozy puzzle game. Some puzzles are a bit difficult. But you can take a break. You can make yourself something to drink. And then come back to it. It shouldn't be stressful. It's a coloring book. Come on. How could it be stressful? Ooh. Girl. Girl. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're really good. We're doing great. Once again, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Thanks. Good. Personally, I really like Blackberry, probably because I'm the perfectionist and I can understand her, kind of, because I was always expecting people to do a bit more, and I had to understand that my standard is not everybody's standard. So I vibe with Blackberry in terms that I understand what she does, but I'm also happy that she goes through that, you know, like, she goes through analyzing what she did wrong and stuff, but I won't tell you more. You have to play the game and go through the story yourself, okay? If you want to see more, there are some runners that were doing some Chicory showcases during other marathons. So yeah, maybe game is not that well known, but some people do speedrun it during marathons. Ooh, I was close. If you wonder how all the art was created, it is basically pixel art, but zoomed in. It makes sense, right? You can read a lot about it in the internet. Artists are not like hiding their methods. They like to share. One more? Okay, let's go. This one is called AAA, which stands for Abstract Art Attack. It's just such a cool name. I just like it. And that lion you see, this is Cardamom, which is Blackberry's master, right? That was the second phase of that boss fight, and we're going through the last one, which is very tricky because those flowers, oh my god, they can go anywhere. So, the moment we catch the brush again, and we see the white screen, this is exactly when the time stops, when we're done. Ooh, okay. So, it should come soon. Just a couple of attacks, couple more, and maybe now, Chicory, come on, yes, okay, and time. Whew. That was something.
Well done.
Thank you. So as you can see, all colors are back. We're getting rid of those funny looking trees. I don't want to call them ugly because someone might just find them interesting, right? But yeah, the world is healing. So we are. And
Well, that seems
yeah.
like a very, very nice message to end on. How did you feel the run went? It's a very fun game to see.
Thank you. So as I said, you might not get the core of the game because you only saw what I wanted you to see. But there's a lot more. There's a lot more.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for the run. Just before we move on, just any last words you wanted to give about the game, or yeah, just anything. Last words over to you.
First of all, I really wanted to say that I appreciate the company that I had and everybody that was watching, because I know there's a lot of people watching. I feel like the community, the speedrunning community, always stands together, and this is why we can create events like this. Without this, like, friendship we all have, we couldn't just, you know, gather together and earn some money for charity. So this is just making me proud of everybody, and I really hope that you will follow all 3 days of the marathon, because the fun is not over. I wanted to encourage you to stay till the end of today's day, especially because we had one run that was rescheduled, and I really want you to see it because it's worth seeing. I'm talking about the Donkey Kong run. If I'm wrong, you can correct me, but I guess it's still planned to be the last run of the day, right?
I believe that's the case, yes.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
confirming in the chat that is indeed the case.
Yeah. So that's everything. Thank you for having me today. See you tomorrow with Hercule. Get ready for some Disney bangers, okay? And that's it. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Diam. And also, thank you so much for those closing remarks as well. That's so true. It's a very wholesome community, and it does indeed mean that we can come together for really cool things like this. So thanks for highlighting that. That's really nice. But we will be moving on to a transition, and after the transition, we will be having Islia running Barbie in the 12 Dancing Princesses, which sounds absolutely cursed slash amazing. So I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, me either.
So nice. So we'll be going on to the transition now. See you guys very.